या UGC NET English Literature Educated Study IQ। आज हम लोग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन करेंगे, दैट इज बुकर प्राइज विनर्स। एंड बुकर प्राइज विनर्स भी नो अक्सर एग्जाम में पूछते हैं, UGC NET एग्जाम में पूछते हैं। हाल फिलहाल में जो अगस्त में एग्जाम हुआ था, मैनी नॉवेल्स जिनकी क्रोनोलॉजी पूछी गई है, ऑल दोज वो बुकर प्राइज नॉवेलिस्ट। ओके, सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट बुकर प्राइज विनर्स। बुकर प्राइज नेम है या मैन बुकर प्राइज नेम है, ये कब आया, ये कैसे आया, we are going to discuss everything, but today we are going to start with this. All right, so this is Dr. Anamta, Rizvi, and let me know in the comment section if anyone has any questions beforehand, if anybody needs to ask anything. Before that, guys, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more such information and much more content like this. Okay guys, mera course aa raha hai and we have started with the course. It is for ₹5,999. You can use my code AR Live. You're getting paper 1 as well as paper 2. Paper 1, Masru sir and Shimal ma'am are taking, and paper 2 I'll be going ahead with. That is English literature. जो जितने भी students हैं, they're aiming for December 2024. Go ahead and avail the course and use my code AR Live. And guys, I am Dr. Anamta Rizvi. Did my PhD from Jamia Millia Islamia. Qualified my JRF NET. You can use my code AR Live, and you can follow me on the Telegram channel Dr. Anamta Rizvi English Literature. ओके सो गाइज, मैंने ना थोड़ा सा इसको ट्विस्ट किया लेसन को। मैं डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में चल रही हूँ। मैं 2023 में 2024 का तो अभी रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर नहीं हुआ है कि किसने बुकर प्राइज जीता है, तो मैं 2023 से चल रही हूँ, 2023 एंड बैकवर्ड्स। ओके, सो दैट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लेटेस्ट होते हैं, तो वी आर टेकिंग द लेटेस्ट अहेड फर्स्ट। ऑल राइट, सो लेट मी नो इन द कॉमेंट सेक्शन। ओके, सो आई एम ऑडिबल, विजिबल? ओके, आई थिंक वी आर गुड टू गो, राइट? All right, so Paul Lynch. Okay, you are going to learn with a lot of pictures. So over here, this is Paul Lynch, and 1977 nationality, Irish profession novelist, Booker Prize for Prophet Song 2023। Prophet Song की छोटी सी समरी पढ़ेंगे हम लोग। कैसे लिखी गया, कौन सा जॉनरा है, वो सब पढ़ेंगे। ये सब आता है एग्जाम में। Very important lesson this is. Please have a very good look with this lesson. So Booker Prize for Prophet Song was the name of the work जिसके इसको Booker Prize मिला था। Gary Group Irish Novel of the Year. So this was next we have is summary of the Prophet Song. इसका genre क्या है? Dystopian fiction. Dystopian fiction के बारे में मैंने बड़ा lecture दिया है, and I've talked about ये dystopian fiction में सब उल्टा पुल्टा होता है। Everything is very controlled, लोग डरों में रहते हैं, scary होता है, and things are just सब कुछ एक अथॉरिटी के कंट्रोल में होता है। लोग बहुत डरे सहमे रहते हैं। द लाइफ इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, यू कांट इवन थिंक in a free manner. That is dystopian fiction. And over here, so what is it's a dystopian fiction, a near future island slipping into authoritarianism. Plot overview, the story follows Elish Stack. एक लड़की होती है Elish Stack, a mother of 4 children. 4 बच्चों की माँ होती है, whose husband Larry, a senior trade unionist, becomes a target of the new regime. The dystopian fiction में जो authority है वो Larry के पीछे पड़ी होती है, who is the husband of Elish Stack. Larry disappears and Elish must navigate the collapse of the society. She faces dangerous choices such as crossing sniper, and she goes through a lot of difficulties, and the novel portrays the personal toll of survival under tyranny, with the collapse of democracy unfolding through Elish's desperate fight. Okay, so this is Prophet Song by Paul Lynch. Is a very important work. ये latest 2023 में last Booker Prize इसी को ही मिला है. Okay, so I hope that this is a very clear picture. You can see the picture of the novel over here. Next is Shehan Karunatilake का overview. क्या श्रीलंकन writer थे. This is the writer. His name is Shehan Karunatilake. Okay. And this is the Sri Lankan writer. बहुत बड़ी बात थी 2022 में एक एशियन को, एक साउथ एशियन को जो इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट से बिलोंग करते हैं, he won the Booker Prize, and Sri Lankan, he was from Sri Lanka, novelist, screenwriter, musician. Booker Prize, The 7 Moons of Mali Almeida. Okay, this was the Booker Prize that he won in 2022. इनको और भी awards, कौन से awards मिल चुके हैं? Commonwealth Booker Prize and DSC Prize for South Asian Literature, and Chinnaman, The Legend of Pradeep Matthew. And he's also received the Grotian Prize for Chinnaman. Okay, so this is a very important. Why important? Because belonging to Indian subcontinent, something that can be very easily asked in the exam. Okay, next you have is summary of the 7 moons of Mali Almeida. ये different work है. Genre literary fiction with elements of mystery and magical realism. Okay, magical realism. Again, we know that these kind of questions are asked in the exam. Magical realism पे बहुत focus होता है. So, who is the author over here? So, a plot overview. The novel follows Mali Almeida, a war photographer and gambler who finds himself dead and trapped in the afterlife. You can see ये डेड फोटोग्राफर है. याद रखा श्रीलंका की बड़ी सीनिक ब्यूटी है. ओके, तो श्रीलंका के 2022 में जिनको बुकर प्राइज मिला था वो फोटोग्राफर के बारे में एक हिंट दे रही हूँ कैसे याद रख सकते हो. एक फोटोग्राफर के बारे में है, मैजिक रियलिज्म है. एंड द नॉवल फॉलोज माली अल्मेडा, अ वॉर फोटोग्राफर एंड गैम्बलर हु फाइंड्स हिमसेल्फ डेड एंड ट्रैप्ड इन द आफ्टर लाइफ. आफ्टर लाइफ, मरने के बाद वाली जो जिंदगी है उसके ऊपर है. And Mali has 7 days referred to as moons to solve the mystery of his own murder and uncover the conspiracy behind his death. किसने मारा, क्यों मारा, कैसे मारा, ये uncover करते उसके पास 7 दिन होते हैं. As he navigates a bureaucratic, chaotic afterlife, Mali reflects on his life, relationship, his work, and alongside his personal struggles, Mali uncovers secrets tied to Sri Lankan's violent civil war. Historically important है. In every which way, this work is very important, a very typical postmodern novel. All right, और सबसे important Sri Lankan novelist, a very close, our neighbor, who's written this work, very easily can be asked in the exam. Okay, who is the author of this? I'll show you the picture of the author. This is the author, that is Shehan Karunatilaka. All right, this is the author. Next, we are coming to 2020. हम लोगों ने 2023 कर लिया, 2022 हो गया. नाउ वी आर कमिंग टू 2021 नॉवेलिस्ट जिन्होंने बुकर प्राइज जीता था, दैट इज डैमन गलगूट. ओके, एंड दिस इज द ऑथर. कहाँ के हैं ये? ही इज फ्रॉम साउथ अफ्रीका. सो वी कैन सी कि कितने पहले हाउ द ट्रेंड इज जस्ट नॉट लिमिटेड to the European countries, but yes, Sri Lankan in 2022, 2021 is South Africa. Novelist and playwright, birthplace is South Africa. Booker Prize 2021 for The Promise. इनकी बुक का नाम था, छोटा सा नाम है 2021 में, The Promise. Okay, 2021, the year which was very chaotic for everyone. Why? That was a COVID year, remember? So for The Promise, Commonwealth Writers Prize भी मिला है. For The Good Doctor, In a Strange Room भी मिला है, and The Good Doctor were both shortlisted for the Booker Prize. Okay, so remember this. 1963, he is very much hale and hearty, alive, and this is Damon Galgut. Okay, this is the author. If anyone has any questions in the comment section, please let me know. Next you have, let's talk about a little bit of summary. Promise की summary क्या है? Look at this dark grim picture. So what is family saga है set in post-apartheid South Africa. Post-apartheid South Africa, apartheid क्या था? जब रेशियल सेग्रीगेशन बहुत हाई था. अपार्थीजम यही था कि जहाँ पे बोला गया था कि वाइट रेस के लोग एक जगह पे रहेंगे, ब्लैक रेस के लोग एक जगह पे रहेंगे. इतना सेग्रीगेशन लॉज में हो गया था, गवर्नमेंट ने बना दिया था कि बहुत इसके ऊपर आवाज़ उठी थी, पीपल प्रोटेस्टेड. तो ये पोस्ट अपार्थीड एरा है साउथ अफ्रीका का. दैट इज अराउंड अर्ली बिगिनिंग ऑफ द 20th century. So the novel centers on the SWAT family. Remember the name SWAT family, descendants of Dutch settlers over 3 decades. Story कहाँ से begin होती है? With the death of Rachel Stewart. You can see graveyard हो सकती है एक Rachel. Look, imagine this graveyard. तो उसे याद रखना कि death थी, किसकी हुई थी? Rachel Stewart की death हुई थी, who makes her husband promise to give their black maid Salome ownership of the house she lives in. तो रेस के ऊपर है, रेशियल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को तोड़ने के लिए है. रेचल प्रॉमिस करती है अपने हस्बैंड से दैट सलोम को, जो उनकी स्लेव होती है, ब्लैक स्लेव को, कि दे विल गिव द हाउस टू हर. डिस्पाइट दिस प्रॉमिस द फैमिली फेल्स टू फुलफिल इट, लीडिंग टू अ रेकरिंग टेंशन. बट ये होता नहीं है, प्रॉमिस फुलफिल नहीं होता 2021 में प्रॉमिस. The narrative unfolds over 4 funerals spanning 30 years, symbolizing the decline of the family and reflecting the struggles of the post-apartheid South Africa. Important novel hai guys. Talks about racism, talks about post-apartheid South Africa. A very relevant work, 2021. Okay, remember this, The Promise. Next you have is Douglas Stewart ki, and that is, he was Scottish-American novelist, birthplace Glasgow. He was awarded for in 2020 में he was awarded for Shuggy Bain. Shuggy Bain was the name of the novel जिनके लिए इनको award मिला था. It's a literary fiction. The novel follows Shuggy Bain, a young boy. You can see he's a young boy growing up with his alcoholic mother Agnes in a working class neighborhood. Okay, so it's a dark grim work of a young boy. Okay, you can imagine a young boy struggling to cope up with his childhood and अपनी alcoholic mother के साथ. As Agnes spirals deeper into addiction, Shuggy remains fiercely devoted to her, navigating poverty, neglect, and social alienation. So as the mother is going deep into alcohol, Shuggy is the one, a young boy who is taking care of the mother. A very emotional, sensitive work we can see. And the narrative explore करता है Shuggy का struggle with his sexuality, his attempt to find love and stability amidst this harsh surroundings. So resilience, you can see resilience, persistence, not to give up attitude. So Stuart draws heavily from his own experience growing up in Glasgow. It's a very little bit of autobiographical जहाँ पे Stuart ने अपना भी mention किया है autobiographical elements, offering an intimate and compassionate portrayal of a child's love for a troubled parent, child's love for his mother. Okay, so this is a summary of Shuggy Bain. Shuggy Bain must be the name of the character, right? Next we are going ahead to another important work, and that is 2019 में किसको मिला था? Booker Prize for Girl, Woman, Other, shared with Margaret Atwood, The Testament. अभी हम पढ़ेंगे Margaret Atwood का भी. तो remember 2019 में women को award मिला था. 2019 was the year for women जहाँ पे 2 Booker Prize मिले थे. First Booker Prize किसको मिला था? Bernardine Everest को. That is Bernardine Everest. You can see over here. कहाँ की है? She's from London. She's from England. Booker Prize for Girl, Woman, Other. Girl, Woman, Other. All right. So ये novel है. You can see from many angles. We can see कि इसमें कितने themes हो सकती हैं. So इसको और भी पहले भी और कौन से awards मिल चुके हैं? Blonde Roots for Orange Youth Panel Award. Mr. Loverman 2014 won the publishing Triangle Ferrogramley. All right. So this, who is this? This is Bernardine Everasto from London. All right. And इनका 2019 का work है Girl, Woman, Other. Let us look at what this work was. This is a literary fiction. The novel follows the interconnected lives of 12 characters. 2019 में लिखी गई है 12 characters है in the novel Girl, Woman, Other, most of whom are Black British women spanning generations, cultural backgrounds and identities. We can see another work जो कि race को address करता है, that is 2019. Their stories explore personal relationship, identity, social issues in modern Britain. Of course, she is a Black woman in London, in England. There will be racism that she will face. She is talking about that. Narrative shift होता है across characters, weaving together their hope, challenge and experience. Each character has a story to tell. एक journey reflect करते हैं. So you can see there are 12 characters that are there mentioned in 2019's Booker Prize novel, that is Girl, Woman and Other. That's by Bernardine. 2019 में Margaret Atwood. This is Margaret Atwood, a wonderful writer. इनको भी प्राइज मिला था. 2019 was a year for women. Remember? इनको किस लिए मिला था? She won it for The Testaments, shared with Bernardine, Every Girl, Woman and Other. So she was a Canadian, very famous Canadian novelist and novelist, poet, essayist and environmental activist. Booker Prize 2000 for The Blind Assassin. This is not the first time that she got a Booker Prize. Margaret Atwood को और भी बहुत awards मिल चुके हैं. Very established literary legend. She was Booker Prize पहले भी मिल चुका है, The Blind Assassin. And इसमें 2019 में जो मिला था For the Testaments, बहुत important work है. Margaret Atwood का ये last work था and it is a very important work. Dystopian fiction. Again, this is a dystopian fiction, something that we've discussed dystopia, जहाँ पे सब गलत होता है. गलत in a sense कि एक authority होती है, उसके पास सारी power होती है, and जो common man होता है, that is troubled. उसको सांस तक लेने को permission मिलती है, मतलब metaphorically. But he can't make any decision of his own, he can't think freely. That's dystopian fiction. So setting क्या है? Theocratic theocratic state of Gilead 15 years after The Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale, remember, उसकी बहुत important work थी. ये उसका sequel है, उसके बाद का continuation है. Story follow करता है 3 female narrators. Okay, ये 3 female narrators है. Aunt Lydia, Agnes, and Daisy, whose lives intertwine in unexpected ways as they challenge the oppressive regime of Gilead. Aunt Lydia is a powerful enforcer within the system. Agnes is raised as a privileged daughter, and Daisy is a rebellious young woman from Canada. नॉवल एक्सप्लोर करता है, पावर है, रेजिस्टेंस है, फ्रीडम है, एंड एक सीक्वल भी है हैंड्समेड टेल का, एंड अ स्टैंड अलोन स्टोरी. मतलब कि आप अकेले भी पढ़ना चाहो टेस्टमेंट को, ऐसे भी समझ में आएगा, और हैंडमेड का भी सीक्वल है. ओके, सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क. एक तो डिस्टोपियन है, सेकेंडली मार्गरेट एटवुड का लास्ट वर्क था, 2019 में लिखा गया है, बुकर प्राइज विनिंग है, एंड दोनों 2 awards have been given to women novelists. All right, next you have over here, and that is Anna Burns. Okay, Anna Burns, this is written 2018, Booker Prize 2018 for Milkman. She's from Northern Irish. Anna Burns, 2018 also woman, 2019 also woman. A very important fact. Orwell Prize मिल चुका है political fiction के लिए, and International Dublin Literary Award. All this is a very important, and this is the Irish author, and that is Anna Burns. इनका let's look at the story. Summary of the Testaments. Okay, अब हम लोग Testaments की summary पढ़ते हैं. Anna Burns जो लिखी है, dystopian fiction. इनको Orwell Prize भी मिल चुका है for some other work. This is, yeah, told from the, okay, this is, just a second, summary of the Testaments. I think I just missed a point over here. I think I missed a point over here. Just ignore this one. Just focus on this one. That Anna Burns थी. I have missed writing the summary of this. Please excuse me. So over here we are getting Milkman. Milkman के ऊपर है, and 2018. Now next we are coming ahead to another writer, and that is 2017 में. 2017 में who won the award, and that was George Saunders. Okay, nationality American writer, novelist, short story writer, and creative writing professor. He's from America, George Saunders. Booker Prize 2017 में for Lincoln in the Bardo. Lincoln in the Bardo. Okay, interesting name. Folio Prize भी मिल चुका है, Penn Malamute Award भी मिल चुका है, and this is the author. That is George Saunders. Next, you are coming ahead, and let's look at the story. Summary of Lincoln in the Bardo, historical fiction with experimental elements. The novel is centered on Willie Lincoln, the son of President Abraham Lincoln. Important. US के President Abraham Lincoln के बेटे के ऊपर ये कहानी है, and whose name is Willie Lincoln. Historical novel, who dies at the age of 11 and becomes trapped in a supernatural realm between life and death known as the Bardo. Okay, magic realism. We also saw the Sri Lankan writer recently who won the award in 2022. And now we have this author also, the American author, जो Willie Lincoln के बारे में लिख रहे हैं. अब Abraham Lincoln's son who died at the age of 11, वो कैसे फंस जाता है supernatural natural world के बीच में. As Lincoln visits his son's body, Abraham Lincoln जाता है to visit his son's body at the cemetery. Willie's spirit is joined by a chorus of ghostly voices, each with their own unresolved struggles, reluctant to move on from life. Through these fragmented narratives, the book intertwines personal grief with reflections on American history and the Civil War. We know that Abraham Lincoln played a very important role in the Civil War. 1861 से लेकर 1865 में हुई थी, slavery के ऊपर, right? So look at this, a very scary and spooky picture. That's Abraham Lincoln. And, you know, so there, all these ghosts are there. The son, the Abraham Lincoln's son, who is just 11 years old, he's saying that I don't want to move on to the next life. There are things unfulfilled. So of course, it's a very different kind of a story. Must be very little scary, you can say. Next we have is Paul Beatty. ये अमेरिकन नॉवेलिस्ट है. इनको किस लिए बुकर प्राइज मिला था? फॉर द सेल आउट. ही हैज ऑल्सो वन नेशनल बुक क्रिटिक सर्कल. नेशनैलिटी अमेरिकन. बुकर प्राइज 2016 फॉर द सेल आउट. ओके, नेक्स्ट यू आर कमिंग अहेड टू समरी ऑफ द सेल आउट. सटायरिकल फिक्शन है, एक सटायर है. लुक एट दिस वन, द पिक्चर ओवर हियर. द नॉवल फॉलोज अ ब्लैक नरेटर नेम्ड मी. दिस इज द नरेटर. उसका नाम क्या है? मी. अ वेरी डिफरेंट नेम. The narrator, Me, who lives in the fictional town of Dickens on the outskirts of Los Angeles. इसके फादर के डेथ के बाद मी अंडरटेक करता है controversial social experiment reintroducing segregation and slavery in his town. तो ये फिर से इज अ ब्लैक मैन, ये एक बहुत ही कंट्रोवर्शियल टॉपिक इनिशिएट करता है, दैट इज segregation of slavery in his town as a way to highlight the absurdity and persistent legacy of racial inequality in America, just to expose ज़्यादा कि कितना racism है in America. All right. Next you have is experiment escalates, leading to a Supreme Court trial with me confronting questions about identity, justice, and the impact of racial stereotypes. Okay, so this is me. He starts a very different movement. And what is that movement? Racial segregation, slavery. Okay, so this is a very, ये क्या है, highlight करने के लिए, underline करने के लिए कि अभी भी कितना racism है अमेरिका में. So this is a very important work. When was it written? It was written 2016 में. It won the prize. That is the sell out. You can see sell out मतलब maybe the slaves were selling out. किसने लिखे? Paul Beatty, a black man, a black American living in America. Next you have 2015 में Marlon James, who is from Jamaica, उन्हीं ने कौन सा बुकर प्राइज जीता था? A Brief History of 7 Killings. Okay, this is 2015 American Book Award. This is the author and he is Marlon James, okay, from Jamaica. So what is this all about? A Brief History of 7 Killings. The novel explores the attempted assassination of Bob Marley in 1976, referred to as a singer. Bob Marley was a sensation in his time. बहुत ही amazing singer था Bob Marley. उनकी बहुत अच्छी poem songs भी हैं. एक बहुत अच्छा उनका वर्क, एक सॉन्ग है The answer my friend is blowing in the wind. इस लेक्चर के बाद उस यूट्यूब पर जाके ज़रूर सुनना. It's a lovely song. So Bob Marley के ऊपर है. In 1976 referred to as a singer and the ripple effects across Jamaican society over the following decades. It features a large cast of characters from gang members to politicians, CIA agents. The story delves into themes of violence, politics, drugs, and international interference. Though intricate storytelling, James portrays how personal lives are intertwined. Okay, so this is Jamaica and how the political life is there. So it's a spanning from the 1970s to the 1990s overview. Okay, next you have is Richard Flanagan. Okay, this is an Australian novelist and इनको Booker Prize मिला था for The Narrow Road to the Deep North. Narrow Road to the Deep North. Who won it? Australian writer Richard Flanagan. Now we are looking at the short summary of this. Summary of The Narrow Road to the Deep North. It's a historical fiction. World War II के बारे में है. All the more important, especially of the given situation of today's time, this work becomes more important because World War II के बारे में है, focusing on a Japanese POW camp on the Burma Railway. Novel follow करता है Dorigo Evans, एक Australian surgeon, haunted by memories of passionate affair with his uncle, wife, and his harrowing experience as a prisoner of war. Okay, Evans struggle करता है to protect the men under his command. However, he confronts the emotional weight of his past. So the narrative explores love, loss, and survival. A very important अगर Second World War के ऊपर book है, that makes it all the more very crucial. Okay, so this lecture, I just want to talk about Booker Prize का overview. जल्दी से हम लोग देख लेते हैं. ये मैंने 2024 से लेकर 2014 तक की Booker Prize novels लिया था. Please let me know in the comment section if you want a second section like this. If you want more such kind of lesson where you have pictures, you have short summary, and I will take more Booker Prize winners. सबसे पहले 1969 में Booker Prize आया था. प्लीज़ इसको देख लेना, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड है. 1969 में सबसे पहले Booker Prize आया था. रिमेंबर 1960s ऐसा टाइम था जहाँ पे पोस्ट स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म, फेमिनिज्म, ओरिएंटलिज्म एंड जेंडर थ्योरी सब आ रहा था. तो 1969 में आया था ये अवार्ड to honor the best original novel written in English and published in the UK or Ireland. सबसे पहले था कि it was to honor the best original novel written in English and published in the UK or Ireland. बाद में क्या हुआ? Initially for authors from the Commonwealth. पहले कौन थे? सिर्फ Commonwealth countries, Ireland and Zimbabwe इसमें participate कर सकता था. But in 2014, हाल फिलहाल में, it is like 10 years back, 2014 में it included all English language authors across the world. Okay, चाहे जितने भी हों, whoever is writing in English वो eligible है इस award के लिए. given to authors whose work showcase exceptional literary merit. एनुअली दिया जाता है, मतलब साल में एक बार दिया जाता है. One of the most prestigious literary awards, often leading to increased recognition, and associated prize, International Booker Prize for translated works. International Booker Prize for translated works भी दिया जाता है. 2014 ही में ये वर्क आया है, प्राइज आया है, और ट्रांसलेटेड वर्क्स के लिए भी है. अब इसमें कंफ्यूजन है कि मैम ये बुकर प्राइज है या मैन बुकर प्राइज है, ये क्या है? तो लेट मी टेल यू, 1969 में द प्राइज वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड एज द बुकर मैकॉनल प्राइज. 90 आ सकता है एग्जाम में, दिस इज द रीजन आई एम टेलिंग यू द हिस्ट्री ऑफ बुकर प्राइज, के प्राइज आता है, बुकर मैकॉनल प्राइज था, नेम्ड आफ्टर द कंपनी बुकर मैकॉनल, जो स्पॉन्सर करती थी, फंड करती थी और प्राइज देती थी. 2022 में it was renamed the Man Booker Prize when the financial services were handed to the other company, and that was the Man Group. But in 2019 क्या हुआ? The sponsorship by the Man Group ended, and it returned to being called the Booker Prize, with the Booker Prize Funding Foundation taking over. फिर Booker Prize Foundation अभी recently 2019 में ले लिया है. So again it is just called Booker Prize. इसमें ना Man है, ना McConnell है, nothing. It is just Booker Prize. All right. So this right now we address this prize as Booker Prize. So guys, this was the novel. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. ये सारे Booker Prize winners की मैंने list दी है. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, I'm giving you 5 seconds and you can take a screenshot of this. 1969 से शुरुआत हुई है, and we have the entire list of these Booker Prize winners over here. All right, so these are all many authors that are there. I have discussed the latest one 2023 से मैंने शुरुआत करके 2014 तक लिया है, The Narrow Road. Okay, so this is something that we discussed today. I hope guys this was a fruitful video for all of you. It's an important pictures थे so that you guys can learn easily. Please let me know in the comment section if you like, and please like the video, share with your friends. I have some requests जो कि बच्चों ने बोला है कि मैम abstract पे बनाइए and paper writing भी बनाइए. I will definitely be doing that video very soon with all of you. So let me know. Do like the video and subscribe. And if you want to go ahead with my course, which we are aiming for December 2024, use my code ARLIFE. That's only for 5999. Paper 1 भी मिलेगा, paper 2 भी मिलेगा. So thank you everyone. I will see you in the class.